Hey daily superstars, and welcome back. Today I share with you how I made this special bitter leaf soup, also known as Onugbu. So let's get started. First of all, we need our cocoyam. Now we're going to wash our cocoyam and put into a pot, then we'll bring it to a boil. We're going to cook our cocoyam until it's soft, and once it's soft we are going to take it out of the fire. Then we peel the back. We go ahead and either use our blender to blend it, or we use our mortar to pound it, whichever one is more convenient for you. Go ahead to do it. Then we proceed to bringing in our meat into the pot, as well as our stockfish. So we're going to add some water. We'll go ahead to season it with some salt. Then we'll cover our pot and cook our meat and our stockfish. It's important to add your stockfish as soon as you add your meat so that everything gets soft together. Then we're also going to season it with some seasoning cubes after we must have seasoned it. And if our meat is halfway soft, then we bring in our cocoyam, which we already blended. So we're going to add our cocoyam. After adding our cocoyam, we go ahead to also bring in our palm oil. We'll add our palm oil into the pot. We also add our ogiri. Ogiri is a local spice, as you all know. We cannot successfully make an ofe onugbu or bitter leaf soup without including our ogiri. So after adding our ogiri, we're going to cover it and let it cook. While our cocoyam and the rest of them are dissolving into the pot, we'll also go ahead to add some pepper, either habanero pepper or scotch bonnet pepper, whichever one is fine. We'll go ahead and include our crayfish as much as we want to. Then we stir it and let the cocoyam as well as the ogiri and all the other ingredients cook properly. So while we ensure this happens, we'll cover our pot to let everything cook, the cocoyam to dissolve and the rest of them. So while our pot of soup is boiling, we are going to bring in our bitter leaf. Now before bringing in the bitter leaf, we are going to go ahead to wash it. After washing it, of course, we're going to boil it for some time to remove the bitterness. While we are getting our bitter leaf ready, we are also going to bring in some dried fish into our pot of soup. After bringing in our dried fish, now we are going to stir the pot of soup to ensure everything is fine. We also test for salt to ensure that our salt and the rest of the soup ingredients is proportional to the size of soup we are making. So while we make sure everything is intact, now we are going to bring in our bitter leaf soup. Since our bitter leaf soup is the final thing we are bringing in, it's important to ensure that everything is okay and the soup is boiling. Then we introduce our washed bitter leaf into our pot. After we put in our bitter leaf, enough quantity that should be okay for the soup, we're going to stir it for a while, and after stirring it, we are going to cover the pot and give it some time to cook. We'll let it cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes after adding the bitter leaf. Now, so that's it. We are going to cover our pot of soup. After covering our pot of soup, as I said earlier, we are going to let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes, and afterwards our soup is ready. So we'll go ahead to stir the soup and we'll go ahead to serve. So this is just the method of making the original and authentic ofe onugbu. If you really want to enjoy your bitter leaf soup, ensure to use cocoyam. As regards to other substitutes, then make sure you include ogiri. These two major ingredients will definitely give you that right and best taste for bitter leaf soup that you know. Thank you for watching. I trust you enjoyed watching this video. See you next time as we share subsequent recipes on this channel. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do well to subscribe and drop your comment. Give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think about this video.